Hello students, this is Karan Kumar. Please subscribe my channel Sri Sai Physics for Mains and NEET, and also share to the maximum number of persons who are studying the first year and second year intermediate. Okay. Now today I am going to discuss about rectifier. So what is meant by rectifier? How many types of rectifier are present? Okay. So describe how it works. So this rectifier is a device which is used to convert the alternating current into direct current. The rectifier is a device which is used to convert the alternating current into direct current. So what type of rectifiers are present? There are two types of rectifiers present. One is called half wave rectifier. And other one is called full wave rectifier. Another one is called full wave rectifier. So these are the two types of rectifiers present. The rectifier is a device which is used to convert the alternating current into direct current. There are two types of rectifiers. One is called half wave rectifier and another one is called full wave rectifier. So how the AC is represented? This AC is representing like this. This is said to be one cycle. The cycle which contains 360 degrees. This also which contains one positive half cycle and one negative half cycle. In the AC input should be emitted in the form of a cycle which contains one half cycle positive, one half cycle negative. But whereas DC, only the pulse will come out. Already yesterday you know that in the forward bias the output of the current will come as large. But in the reverse bias there is no current passed through the circuit. Yes or no? Okay. Now I am going to explain about the half wave rectifier. I am going to explain about half wave rectifier. So see the circuit here. This is the circuit. So in this circuit, this is the AC input. That means this one. This is the AC input, which is nothing but variation of voltage with the time. Now this AC input is connected through a transformer. This P is called what? Primary coil, and S is called secondary coil. Through a diode. D is said to be a diode, which is PN junction diode. And RL is called the load resistance. So through the load resistance, the output is taken across it. So whenever the circuit diagram consists of an AC input is connected through a primary coil, through which it is connected to the secondary coil. Across it a junction diode is connected, and finally the load across the load resistance the output is taken. This is the circuit diagram explanation. Now let us consider the initial wave. So I am giving the AC input, means this is the first cycle. During this first cycle, what happens? Up to this one, this is the first cycle. Okay, so this is called what? Positive half cycle. So during the positive half cycle of AC input, during the positive half cycle of the AC input, this terminal A becomes positive, and the terminal B becomes negative. During the positive half cycle of AC input, the terminal A becomes positive and the terminal B becomes negative. So when the p-type semiconductor is connected to positive terminal of the battery and n-type semiconductor is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, then it is said to be in the forward bias. When the diode is said to be in the forward bias, what I told to you, the current will pass through the circuit. That means the current will be passed through the circuit through this path. So across this load resistance, the output is taken. So this is said to be what? Input. This is said to be input. Now to take the output, that output is said to be what? DC output. DC output. Now for this half cycle, the output is coming, that's why you write pulse. Okay, so this is the output of positive half cycle. What is this one? This is the negative half cycle. So now across this AC input to primary coil, from this AC input we pass through it. So this is the negative half cycle. When it is passing through the secondary coil, then this terminal A becomes negative, B becomes positive. So when A terminal becomes negative and B terminal becomes positive, then what happens? Now P is connected to negative terminal of the battery and N is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. Then the diode is said to be in the reverse bias. The diode is said to be in the reverse bias. When it is in the reverse bias, what I told, in the forward bias only, output of the current will exist. In the reverse bias, there is no current will comes. That means no output will comes out. That means there is no pulse should be drawn here. There is no pulse should be drawn here because now current will not come out through the diode because of the reverse bias condition. Okay. Now if we consider the second half cycle, this is the second half cycle. Then what happens? Again up to this is the second half cycle. From this to this one, second half cycle. So this half cycle, again it contains positive and negative half cycles. Positive and negative half cycles. So this negative half cycle, this second half cycle, again this is positive half cycle and this is the negative half cycle. So what happens? This is, again draw these lines which coincide with this one, and there is no output across the negative half cycle. That's why you should fit empty. Okay. Now, so for how many cycles are there here? 2 cycles are there. How many pulses are output coming? 2 pulses are coming. That only positive pulses are coming as output. Okay, that means in totally 100%, only here 50% output comes. But according to AC or electromagnetic induction, there exist certain types of losses like hysteresis loss, thermal loss, okay, sound loss. So due to that loss, the 50% of input should not be come as 50%. So that output will comes as 40.6%. 40.6%. That means this neta is called what? Efficiency. Neta is called what? Efficiency. This efficiency can be defined as output power, output DC power divided with input AC power, output DC power divided with input AC power. So this value is equal to 0.406 RL by RL plus RF. RL plus RF. So this RF is called what? The resistance of the diode in the forward biased condition. The resistance of the diode in the forward biased condition. Okay, that is about the efficiency. That means from 100% of input, you are getting only 40.6% of output through the half wave rectifier. And the next one is full wave rectifier. Full wave rectifier. This full wave rectifier contains, in this half wave rectifier, how many diodes contains? Only one diode contains. But in the case of full wave rectifier, it contains 2 diodes and also a center tapped transformer. A center tapped transformer is connected. This is called a center tapped transformer. Is connected to the secondary coil of the transformer. So what is the purpose of this? To convert A as positive, B is negative for positive half cycle. Again that rotation takes place. Okay. Now see the circuit diagram. The AC input is applied to the transformer of the primary coil, and this S is called what? Secondary coil. C is called center tapped transformer. Center tapped transformer, and A and B are the terminals. D1 and D2 are the diodes. Now this end is connected to the load resistance, through which the output is taken across it. This is about the circuit diagram. Now what is the working? This working is explained like this. Now for the positive half cycle, for the positive half cycle. Then what happens? For positive half cycle, what happens? For the terminal A and B, or the diode D1 and D2. Check here. So for the positive half cycle of the AC input, means I am giving the AC input. This is the first positive half cycle, and this is the second half cycle. So up to this one is first cycle. This is the second cycle. This is said to be what? First positive half cycle. Positive half cycle. This is the input. Variation of voltage with the time. So then what happens? This end A becomes positive and end B becomes negative. End B becomes negative. So when the end A is positive, this is the P or not? This is the N or not? Here also this is P, this is N. So when the end A becomes what? Positive, end B becomes negative, then P is connected to positive and N is connected to negative, means the diode is said to be in the forward bias. The diode is said to be in the forward bias. Similarly, here, when the P is negative and N is positive, means the diode is said to be in the reverse bias. So, which diode will work? The output should be come out through the diode D1. The output will be come out through the diode D1. Okay. Now, what happens for the negative half cycle? For the negative half cycle, the terminal A becomes negative and the terminal B becomes positive. Then when P is connected to negative and N is connected to positive, means the diode is said to be in the reverse bias or not? So the diode T1 becomes reverse bias, and here P is plus and N is minus, means forward bias. So due to this forward bias, the output will be comes through the D2. That means either during the positive half cycle or for the negative half cycle, the output will be comes through any one of the diode. Okay. For the positive half cycle, the output is coming across the diode T1, and for the negative half cycle, the output is coming across the D2. Okay. Now, this output is represented like this. So what happens here? The output is coming like this. That's why efficiency is double times the 40.6%. That means you will get 0.812 RL by RL plus RF. Okay, that is about the efficiency of the full wave rectifier. Okay, that means in comparison with the half wave rectifier, we are getting 2 times that of the, for full wave rectifier we are getting 2 times that of the half wave rectifier. That is about the rectifier, half wave as well as full wave rectifier. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel Sri Sai Physics for Mains and NEET.